Love is rarely expressed all at once, especially in its early stages. A man who is slowly falling for someone doesn't always declare his feelings outright. Instead, he communicates through subtle actions, small gestures, and thoughtful behaviors that reveal his emotional investment over time. These quiet signs are often more reliable than words because they demonstrate intention, patience, and genuine care. Understanding these cues can help you recognize when his heart is gravitating toward you before he openly expresses his emotions. A man who is truly choosing you will show it through consistency and attentiveness. He pays attention to your moods, remembers important details about your life, and makes small sacrifices to prioritize your happiness. Every subtle action, whether it's checking in on you without being asked, making time despite a busy schedule, or supporting your personal goals, reflects an underlying pattern of care and affection. These behaviors indicate that he is not only interested but also committed to nurturing a meaningful connection. Unlike fleeting crushes or casual attraction, slow emotional investment requires patience and thoughtfulness. He observes your reactions, gauges your comfort, and adjusts his approach to ensure that the bond grows naturally. This type of care is intentional, demonstrating that his interest is more than superficial. Through small gestures, consistent communication, and emotional attentiveness, he signals that he values you and is carefully letting his heart guide him toward a deeper connection. Recognizing these signs is essential because they often go unnoticed. Many people expect grand declarations of love or dramatic gestures, but true emotional choice is reflected in everyday actions and subtle interactions. From listening intently to remembering tiny details, from creating a sense of safety to supporting your ambitions, these behaviors are clear indicators that he is emotionally aligning himself with you. They show that his attention, time, and energy are being intentionally directed toward building something meaningful together. In this guide, we will explore 12 signs his heart is slowly choosing you, highlighting the subtle ways he expresses affection, attentiveness, and commitment. By observing these patterns, you can gain insight into his intentions, understand the depth of his feelings, and appreciate the careful, deliberate ways he is building a connection. These signs provide a roadmap to recognize emotional investment without needing explicit verbal confirmation, allowing you to feel secure in the knowledge that he is gradually and thoughtfully choosing you. By paying attention to the quiet but consistent actions of a man who is emotionally invested, you can see beyond the surface and recognize the depth of his commitment. Every small gesture, conversation, and moment of attentiveness adds up, revealing a heart that is carefully and intentionally gravitating toward you. These 12 signs will help you understand the subtle language of love and the slow, deliberate way a man chooses the person he truly cares for. 1. He prioritizes your happiness over his own. One of the most profound signs that a man is slowly choosing you is when he genuinely prioritizes your happiness over his own. This doesn't mean neglecting his needs or being self-sacrificial to an unhealthy degree. Rather, it reflects a conscious effort to consider your comfort, joy, and emotional well-being in his daily decisions. When a man cares deeply, he naturally wants to see you smile, feel secure, and experience joy in both small and significant moments. This prioritization can manifest in various ways, from adjusting plans to accommodate you, surprising you with thoughtful gestures, or choosing to listen and support you even when it's inconvenient. He may give up something he enjoys temporarily if it benefits your mood or supports your dreams. For instance, he might attend an event important to you, help you with tasks, or spend time together even after a long, tiring day because he values your happiness more than momentary comfort for himself. Prioritizing your happiness also signals emotional investment. By consistently putting your needs and emotions into consideration, he is demonstrating that his life now revolves around shared experiences, emotional connection, and the bond between you. It's not about grand declarations, but small, meaningful actions that gradually accumulate to reveal his genuine care. This behavior also fosters trust and intimacy. When a man consciously makes your happiness a priority, it reassures you that he is reliable, attentive, and invested in a long-term emotional connection. It indicates that he is not just interested casually but is slowly aligning his life, habits, and decisions with yours. Over time, these patterns of care show a deeper, more committed affection. In essence, when a man prioritizes your happiness over his own, it's a quiet but undeniable signal that his heart is leaning toward you. He is demonstrating love in action, not just words, and his consistent attentiveness is a powerful indicator that he is choosing you slowly, thoughtfully, and with genuine intention. 2. He checks in on you regularly without being asked. Another clear sign that his heart is slowly choosing you is consistent, thoughtful communication. A man who cares deeply will check in on you without needing a prompt. This can be a simple text asking about your day, a message to see if you got home safely, or a note about something he knows matters to you. These check-ins are not obligatory or routine. They are motivated purely by concern, attention, and the desire to remain connected. Checking in regularly reflects emotional investment. He remembers your circumstances, moods, and priorities, and he actively ensures that you feel supported and acknowledged. This behavior demonstrates that he is thinking about you even when you are apart, showing that you occupy an important place in his mind and heart. It is one of the earliest yet most profound signs of someone gradually choosing you over others or over casual interactions. These check-ins also reveal patience and subtlety. He isn't overwhelming you with constant messages or seeking validation. Instead, he times his communication thoughtfully to maintain connection without pressure. Each message acts as a gentle reminder that he is present, attentive, and invested in your well-being. Over time, this pattern creates emotional consistency and comfort, building a strong foundation for trust and attachment. Ultimately, a man who checks in on you regularly without being asked is showing that he prioritizes your presence in his life. This simple yet consistent action communicates that he cares, values your experiences, and is slowly letting his heart guide him toward deeper emotional commitment. 3. He remembers the small details about your life. A man who is slowly choosing you demonstrates deep attentiveness by remembering even the smallest details about your life. Whether it's recalling your favorite coffee order, a story you mentioned weeks ago, or an important personal milestone, these details reveal that he is listening, observing, and genuinely engaged in your world. Remembering small facts is a sign of emotional investment because it requires focus, care, and genuine interest in who you are as a person. This attentiveness shows that he values you beyond superficial interactions. By keeping track of the little things, he demonstrates that your words and experiences matter, and that he wants to make you feel seen and understood. For instance, he may surprise you with something you casually mentioned you liked, or ask thoughtful follow-up questions that show he remembered past conversations. These actions create a sense of closeness and emotional intimacy, signaling that his affection is deliberate, not accidental. Remembering small details also communicates long-term interest. A man who pays attention to tiny aspects of your life is laying the groundwork for emotional trust and connection. This behavior is not performative. It is a natural extension of care and consideration. It reinforces that he is invested in understanding you fully, building comfort and security in the relationship. In essence, when a man remembers the small details about your life, it's a quiet but powerful sign that his heart is gravitating toward you. Each memory he retains, each thoughtful reference, is evidence that he is actively choosing you emotionally and laying the foundation for a deeper, more meaningful bond. 4. He makes time for you even when he's busy. One of the most meaningful signs that a man's heart is slowly choosing you is his willingness to make time for you despite his busy schedule. Life is full of commitments, responsibilities, and distractions. Yet when a man prioritizes spending time with you, it reflects genuine care and emotional investment. This doesn't mean he abandons his duties or responsibilities. Instead, he consciously carves out moments to connect, whether through a coffee date, a simple phone call, or quality time in person. Making time is a subtle yet powerful demonstration of affection. It shows that he values your presence and experiences your company as worthwhile and fulfilling. Even when life gets hectic, he is intentional about maintaining a connection with you, proving that you occupy an important place in his life. This effort communicates that your relationship or bond is a priority, even amidst other obligations. Beyond the act of spending time together, it reflects patience and consistency. A man who chooses to invest time despite a busy schedule signals that he is committed to the relationship in a quiet, steady way. These moments of presence are not superficial. They allow him to nurture emotional intimacy, deepen understanding, and show care through shared experiences. Ultimately, when a man makes time for you even when he's busy, it's a clear indication that his heart is gravitating toward you. Time is one of the most valuable resources, and by giving it willingly, he is expressing prioritization, commitment, and a slow, deliberate choice to invest in your connection. 5. He listens intently when you speak. Listening attentively is one of the strongest indicators that a man is emotionally choosing you. When he listens intently, he is not merely hearing words. He is absorbing the meaning, tone, and underlying emotions behind everything you share. This behavior demonstrates that your thoughts, feelings, and perspectives matter deeply to him. It's a silent but profound way of showing attraction and care. Intense listening often involves maintaining eye contact, nodding, asking thoughtful questions, and remembering details you've mentioned previously. By doing this, he signals respect and validation, making you feel valued and understood. Attentive listening also allows him to gauge your comfort, preferences, and emotional state, which helps him respond appropriately and empathetically. This behavior builds trust and emotional intimacy. When a man listens closely, he demonstrates patience and investment in the relationship, laying the groundwork for deeper connection. It shows that he prioritizes understanding you fully before expressing his feelings verbally, reflecting thoughtfulness and emotional intelligence. In essence, a man who listens intently when you speak is slowly choosing you through actions rather than words. Each conversation becomes a bridge to understanding, trust, and emotional closeness, revealing his interest and care in a quiet but meaningful way. 6. He shows consistent thoughtfulness in small gestures. Consistency in small, thoughtful gestures is a subtle yet powerful way a man signals that his heart is leaning toward you. These actions might include remembering your favorite drink, leaving a small note, checking in at the right moment, or doing something to ease your day. While individually these gestures may seem minor, together they form a clear pattern of care and attention. Consistent thoughtfulness demonstrates emotional investment. It reflects that he is attentive, considerate, and genuinely interested in your comfort and happiness. These gestures are rarely performative. They are intentional and tailored to you, revealing that he thinks about you when you are not around. Small, consistent acts also create familiarity and emotional security. Over time, they build trust and demonstrate reliability. By regularly expressing care in simple ways, he shows that he is not only interested but also willing to put effort into maintaining a positive, nurturing connection. Ultimately, a man who shows consistent thoughtfulness in small gestures is silently communicating that he is slowly choosing you. His heart, through deliberate, caring actions, is aligning with yours, and these repeated signs are proof of deepening affection, commitment, and genuine emotional investment. 7. He opens up about his personal life gradually. A man who is slowly choosing you will begin to open up about his personal life, but he does so gradually and thoughtfully. Sharing personal experiences, past challenges, family dynamics, or meaningful memories is a sign of trust and emotional investment. He doesn't reveal everything at once. Instead, he carefully decides which stories to share, gauging your reactions and comfort level. This gradual openness indicates that he is letting you into his inner world, creating a bridge of intimacy that grows stronger over time. Opening up gradually also reflects vulnerability. When a man is willing to expose aspects of his life that are private or emotionally significant, it signals that he values you and wants a deeper connection. This is one of the clearest signs that he is choosing to include you in his life emotionally. By allowing you to see his authentic self, he demonstrates that he trusts you and is prepared to build a meaningful relationship. Additionally, sharing personal stories encourages reciprocity, creating space for you to open up as well. This mutual exchange strengthens emotional bonds and fosters closeness. It also allows him to communicate indirectly how important you are to him, through the selective stories he shares and the care with which he chooses to tell them. In essence, when a man opens up about his personal life gradually, it's a quiet but powerful indication that his heart is slowly choosing you. It shows trust, vulnerability, and intentional emotional investment, laying the foundation for a deeper, lasting connection. 8. He supports your dreams and goals. A man who is slowly choosing you will actively support your aspirations, ambitions, and goals. He celebrates your successes, encourages your growth, and offers help or advice when appropriate. This support is not about controlling your decisions or imposing his opinions, but about genuinely caring for your progress and happiness. When a man invests in your dreams, it reflects a long-term perspective. He sees you as someone whose life he wants to positively impact. Supporting your goals also demonstrates respect and attentiveness. He pays attention to what matters to you, remembers your ambitions, and motivates you when challenges arise. By doing so consistently, he communicates that your growth and achievements are important to him, further showing that his emotional investment extends beyond surface-level interest. This behavior fosters a sense of partnership. Men who support your dreams signal that they are not just interested in the present moment, but are committed to being part of your journey. Their encouragement, whether through listening, giving advice, or celebrating milestones, reflects care, patience, and a desire to build a meaningful life alongside you. In short, when a man supports your dreams and goals, he is silently expressing that he is choosing you. His actions reveal that he values your growth, prioritizes your success, and is emotionally invested in the relationship in a thoughtful, lasting way. 9. He becomes protective without being overbearing. A man whose heart is slowly choosing you will naturally become protective, but in a balanced, respectful manner. This doesn't mean controlling your choices or monitoring your every move. Instead, he shows concern for your safety, well-being, and emotional comfort. For example, he may step in during situations where he senses you might need support, offer advice to prevent harm, or ensure that you feel secure in challenging circumstances. This protective behavior is a sign of emotional investment. He is alert to potential risks or discomforts in your life and quietly takes steps to ensure that you feel supported. Importantly, he balances this care with respect for your independence, showing that his concern comes from genuine care rather than possessiveness. Being protective without being overbearing also demonstrates maturity and thoughtfulness. He is willing to act when needed but does so in a way that enhances your confidence and comfort, not limits it. Over time, this consistent, respectful protection signals deep affection and emotional alignment, making you feel valued and understood. In essence, when a man becomes protective without being overbearing, it's a subtle yet powerful indication that his heart is slowly choosing you. It reflects care, emotional intelligence, and a sincere desire to support and safeguard the bond between you. 10. He shows subtle signs of jealousy when needed. A man who is slowly choosing you often exhibits subtle signs of jealousy, not in an aggressive or controlling way, but as a quiet indicator of his emotional investment. This behavior reflects that he values your attention and is sensitive to the dynamics around you. Subtle jealousy can appear in small moments, a hint of concern when you talk about someone else, curiosity about your social interactions, or a fleeting expression that shows he cares deeply about his connection with you. These subtle displays are different from possessiveness. They are nuanced, respectful, and often fleeting, signaling emotional involvement rather than insecurity or dominance. By showing slight jealousy at appropriate moments, he communicates that your relationship matters to him and that he is aware of potential emotional risks, but without overstepping boundaries. Subtle jealousy also demonstrates his attentiveness and care. He notices how others interact with you, remembers conversations, and processes how these situations affect your relationship. It's a quiet, indirect way of expressing that he values you above casual interactions and is emotionally invested. In essence, when a man shows subtle signs of jealousy when needed, it's a silent but meaningful indication that his heart is slowly choosing you. These small moments of concern or awareness reflect attachment, care, and emotional prioritization without ever needing verbal explanation. 11. He makes you feel comfortable and safe around him. A man who is deeply interested ensures that you feel comfortable, secure, and at ease in his presence. He creates an environment where you can be yourself without fear of judgment, where your opinions and emotions are respected, and where you feel emotionally and physically safe. This behavior is a critical sign of someone slowly choosing you, because it reflects thoughtfulness, attentiveness, and emotional maturity. Making you feel safe isn't just about protecting you. It's about creating a consistent sense of emotional reliability. He listens actively, responds kindly, respects boundaries, and ensures that interactions feel natural and relaxed. His goal is to foster trust and connection, letting you know that you can be vulnerable without worrying about rejection or misunderstanding. This sense of security encourages intimacy. When a man helps you feel comfortable and safe, it allows both of you to develop a deeper bond. His attention to your comfort is a quiet form of affection, demonstrating that he prioritizes your emotional state and values your presence in his life. In short, making you feel safe and comfortable is one of the most profound silent signs of love. It shows emotional intelligence, patience, and an investment in creating a meaningful connection, proving that his heart is slowly choosing you through care and attentiveness. 12. He acts patiently and waits for the right moment to express feelings. A man who is slowly choosing you demonstrates patience when it comes to expressing his emotions. He doesn't rush into declarations of love or attempt to force intimacy. Instead, he waits for moments that feel genuine, comfortable, and emotionally appropriate. This patience reflects respect for your boundaries, emotional intelligence, and a thoughtful approach to deepening the relationship. By acting patiently, he builds a foundation of trust, understanding, and consistent connection. He observes your reactions, gauges your comfort, and chooses timing that enhances the meaning of his eventual expression. This ensures that when he does share his feelings, it will carry sincerity, depth, and impact. His restraint is a sign of maturity. He values long-term connection over immediate gratification, demonstrating that his attraction is rooted in care and intentionality rather than impulse. Waiting for the right moment also indicates that he is emotionally invested, carefully preparing for a confession that aligns with both your feelings and the strength of your bond. In essence, patience in expressing feelings is a silent yet powerful sign that a man's heart is slowly choosing you. It reflects intentionality, respect, and a deliberate commitment to building a meaningful, lasting connection before ever speaking the words aloud.